Hey y'all, welcome back to the second hour of Never Sunny in Doskvol. Yep, so we're encountering some spooks. We left off with Jewel and Seer on the bridge between Dunslow and Coleridge. Let me bring over the map so we can see it. They are right there.
I have a plan to
They
follow
watched
this
it, yeah.
asshole.
Just okay.
So my plan here, I'll turn to Seer and fill him in. Me and Mr. Bubbles are going to loop around. You see if you can get him to follow you, and I'll get the drop on him.
All right.
So the plan is we're going to split up again. I'm going to prowl to disappear while Paul lets this guy follow him. Seer lets, and then Jewel's going to come up behind him to capture.
Yeah, that could end poorly.
I'm sure it's fine.
So yeah, like so
you're
Jewel
gonna set
runs
up
off.
action. You're setting up. You're basically going. So it sounds like. So this will require some negotiation.
Sure.
Sounds like one of you is setting up the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just not sure who is the one getting set up, right?
I think I'm the one getting set up because my ultimate goal is to get the drop on him with this prowl. And so I think this is going to be like maybe a sway on Seer's part or something else, you tell me, to look...
Be bait?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that sounds about right. My sway's gonna be shit, but you know.
Well, as you do, but
As one does.
I mean, you can roll if you can tell me a different thing you'd be rolling. You don't have to roll sway just because I said sway.
No, but like I'm thinking of how I would do it, and then it would all just be acting and like I think Seer would make a point of like looking at the guy and being like, "Oh shit, I'm being followed." And then go into Dunslow, where Jewel just like bolted off like almost immediately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seer is like taking a moment and like looking like, who is that? What is he doing there? And like taking like the movie thing where they're looking at something for like way too long.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
And then being like, oh, and then like slowly running, and then slowly a bit faster, and then sometimes like going behind the corner but not too far, like peeking around. So I think that's Sway that's like trying to act, but he's really bad at it. So
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot because that sounds pretty desperate at limited.
Yeah.
Did you get that advance from being a spider to let you to help people in flashbacks yet?
I have foresight. 3 times per score, I can assist another rogue without paying stress. Tell us how you prepared them for this situation. So I think we see a little flashback of Vale giving Seer some deception training. Like it's a scene of like his eyes go wide, he's looking back, and then we flash back. We see Seer's face, but then the camera pans
training.
And we see Vale saying, "I can read your face like an open book."
Okay.
And then she kind of walks him through how to be more deceptive. And so that's me giving him a helping die.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a helping die for this. But
all right, I'm at 1 die.
Limited.
Still, it's great.
But you have a die. So.
But I have undie. I was thinking I could push myself to increase the effect.
Yeah, to desperate standard.
to desperate standard because we do want to eventually ambush him, and I feel like with limited effect that might still be a problem.
Yeah, sure.
Fair.
So I think I'll do that.
Do it.
And is there a devil's bargain?
No, you're already pushing yourself.
Ah, fuck. All right. Well, here goes.
There's a lot riding on this. No pressure.
Yeah.
All right.
Bonus die 1.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
Nice.
Nice.
So are you increasing my effect or improving my position? I think it's increased effect. I think that makes the most sense. But it's mechanically up to you.
I think your position is more up to you, and the effect would be more up to me, like how well I can lead him into your trap where you can.
Perfect.
But so yeah, I think
which
it's
one are you
effect.
taking? Effect?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
increase your effect.
Awesome.
Like dash into some kind of alley.
Okay. Yeah. So you dash through the alley or whatever. You get him like cornered or whatever, and he like comes around like slowly and steadily, and in some kind of like wispy Nazgul voice, it's like, "I have you now," and he like starts lifting like this skeletal hand, and then now make your hunt roll.
All right. And then what is my position?
You didn't get help with your position, right? Risky.
Okay.
And
Can I take a
and I think you're at standard effect.
okay, up from limited to standard.
Yeah.
Okay. With the help of my pets, does that improve my position?
How
I
is
mean
your
my
pet?
not position, my effect. Not really.
What are you trying to do right now? You're trying to hurt this guy?
No, I'm trying to capture him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch him by
How
surprise.
is your monkey gonna help you with that?
To catch him by surprise?
Yeah.
Land on his head?
All right, fair enough. I don't know what I was thinking.
No.
Maybe I'm
Wait.
overthinking this. right
Wait. Boop, 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 boop. Let me take a step back. Can it be swift bite? Can there be
now. Spider.
can there be a web across this alley that like Seer knows this was the plan,
Oh.
and therefore could avoid it?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's dope. All right,
Awesome.
let's do that.
All right, so risky great.
Yeah.
Can I get a devil's bargain to make this desperate great for an extra die?
Yeah.
As I come up like right next to him, like
Yeah, the devil's bargain is that I think the good one is that people are gonna the gears of the what happened to the docks ticks forward.
okay. So is that going to change my position to desperate or just give me an extra die here?
It gives you an extra die.
I mean, I won the XP, but I'll just take an extra die.
I mean, I could give you an extra die.
I mean,
We wouldn't have to advance that clock.
I'm okay with the clock advancing.
Okay.
Well, actually, I mean, Jewel wasn't really involved in that at all, so I don't know if it makes sense for that clock to advance.
That's the devil's bargain.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't have
fictionally,
to-
though.
It doesn't have
Okay.
to. It's temporal. Right?
Sure.
Just the fact that people are doing this independently, investigating what happened with the docs of the psychic scream thing.
Okay.
So
No, I'm still okay with that. But if you want to give me another extra die,
No.
no.
No, only if you do what I want you to do.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I'm still up to look at a different devil's bargain if you'd be willing to entertain one.
does someone else have another one? Do you have one?
Well, the one I was saying was that, like, I wind up in, like, right next to him. Like, I drop down and I'm, like, this close to him. And the devil's bargain is the desperate position is that I'm, like, within physical proximity of this guy that he could then turn it around on me.
No, because he kind of already can.
Okay, that's fair.
God, like
already
easy
part of
one
our
would be
desperate.
heat because we're like have been like
Yeah.
running down the street.
I was thinking about heat, definitely. I thought, heat was my first thought, and then I made it the other clock thought as well.
Yeah, I'm fine with either one. Heat is better and easier to get rid of.
Okay,
If you
let's just do
let
heat
me
then.
take heat. Okay, let's take it as heat.
Okay.
Now that it's not the thing you don't want, can I get an extra?
If I can think of a way to bullshit how I prepared you for this.
Yeah, how did you do that?
That is a good question. How would I prepare Jewel for catching somebody? Maybe I remember the layout of the sewers from when I did that like skywalk or whatever with that demon, because we kind of saw the whole city laid out, and then the city faded away and we saw the map of the sewers. And like, it's not perfect, but I was able to kind of not necessarily like recreate a perfect map, but just like, okay, so there's this branch here, it goes this way, and kind of like give that information to Jewel so she's better able to navigate the sewers.
Yeah.
And so she was able to give that swift bite.
Yeah. All right, I'll take it. I love it. It's beautiful. That's a crit.
That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Okay, awesome. So then it's literally one of those scenes of like it like whispers like, you know, like, I got you now, and then all of a sudden, do you shoot it?
Click, click. No,
Or-
we need the information from it.
You could shoot him in the knees or something.
I know. So like, what happens? Like, what do you do with this guy? Like, how does the capture look?
Oh yeah, I like.
Right? Or like, does like the net like come on him and like capture him? It's like a trap spring.
Like a giant net.
Yeah. Like, does a trap spring on him?
Yeah, like a giant like spider silk net comes across him, and like he's like, "I've got you now," and then he's captured in a net, and Jules standing over him, pointing a pistol down at him now on the ground. It's like, I think you got that a little backwards, friend.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
And then can we
what do you
just
call
like cut back over to the painted lady, like in the basement where now Vale can interrogate him, where you've got him tied up?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I was thinking something like that, anyways. Yeah. So we cut over
We're
there.
taking him somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we cut to, we don't. Yeah, but there's no roll or anything. Like we just cut to you interrogating the dude in the basement.
All right, sure.
I mean, I guess we'd go back to the Tenpenny Courts because that's where we left Vale, and
That would
also
be
much
closer. Yeah, that's better.
so,
Okay.
or they're about the same. Anyway, but yeah, Vale, where are we interrogating this guy?
That depends on if Eric had any plans for me getting rid of Nog. Because
Oh no.
I wasn't sure if something was going on there, so.
Yeah, no. I was going to caution you, but my original idea was that, like, hold on, you don't have to talk about load that much. I think there's nothing going to happen if you let him out the back, and so that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, I think just in the basement of the Tenpenny Courts is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we drag him there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it being a theater, it's like full of all kinds of crap. Like literally anything you can think of, it's there for some reason.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's like this. I don't want to say. Let me look it up. I want to make before I say it. I want to make sure it's the right thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. It's like this alabaster skinned man. With not tattoos, but like scars that are or like scarred tattoos that like are raised on your skin instead of like lowered, so they're like scars. I don't know what you call that, but
Scarification.
yeah, scarifications. Okay, perfect. Over him, um, and yeah, he just doesn't say anything.
So I think we see him in the web down in the basement, and then we hear like the slow clicking of Vale's shoes as she comes down those wooden stairs, and it's just like click,
Yeah.
click, click.
Mhm.
And she approaches this alabaster skinned man and just kind of looks at him for a minute,
Mhm.
and then says, "So you're in the Keepers, are you?"
And I think it stares at you, and this is I'm not sure if this is a punish. This isn't a punishment, but you do know, like, this is the one of the first times it feels like it's like almost in your head, like you realize that your thoughts, like it can like almost like read your thoughts, and so it knows that you know that it can't lie to it. Like it knows that you are good at reading people,
Okay.
so it just doesn't say anything. Saying these guys are tier 4.
Okay.
These are extremely powerful people, and you guys have done a lot to capture this dude. Just saying that, like, but your power would not necessarily work in that circumstance in the way, or at least it's aware of what you can do. Right?
Okay. So I think I just circle him while he's silent.
Yeah.
And then I say, I don't really understand what we've done to upset you. Not you specifically, of course. I mean,
It starts speaking in a language you can't understand, like an old language. In fact, the language before the cataclysm.
is it all you can say? So you're not very interesting. I mean, it's interesting, just not very useful.
It smirks. It looks to its binds, right? Like that spider web, and it's like trying to get itself out of it.
Is
Like
that like something? Is that old language something Seer could have at some point come across?
Yeah.
Studying
You
the
absolutely.
ancient art of alchemy.
That sounds very that sounds very relevant, and I think you probably know bits of what he's saying or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all he's doing is cursing you guys. Saying
Like a witch or like a sailor.
oh yeah, no, like a witch.
Oh shit.
You don't know what you're dealing with. Like, let me go. You have no idea of the pain that you just brought upon yourselves.
And I say, do you relay this information?
It's like you get the you don't know what it's like specifically saying, but you get the spark notes, right?
I'm Seer's like he's a loose end.
I pull up a chair and I sit down in front of this guy on the floor.
And it like finally speaks in that like Nazguli tongue. It's like, I will tell you nothing.
Well, I'm not necessarily looking for information on your keepers. I simply want to know what we have done to provoke your ire. Not your ire specifically, because that would be obvious.
Yeah.
If you don't wish to communicate that, then fine, you...
Make a roll, I think, to push him. To
Hold on, I want to be intimidating.
Okay.
Wait.
Do you want to set her up?
No. Yeah, I want to set you up.
I mean, you are always the bad cop to my good cop.
It's true. It's true. I'm trying to think of the best witty. Like, I had a witty one-liner, but that it's not appropriate just yet.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm willing to wreck this guy, but Jewel's probably ahead of me. And
Nice.
Jewel definitely wants to wreck this guy, but who are these people that she needs to know?
And I feel like wrecking him is not going to give us the information that we want.
It's
well,
a problem.
but you can filter out what's the lies and the truth after that. I just have to get them talking right.
Talk.
I think what I'm saying is that it's not going to make him talk.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Jewel is. I don't think she can actually contribute here. Like, I want to be intimidating, but I feel like it's actually the wrong answer, and so she's gonna sulk, standing behind him where he can't see, and just like look at Vale, waiting for the okay to hurt him.
Then I think for now, it's more of a consort than a sway, because I'm just telling him, hey, tell me what we did to piss you guys off. I'm not trying to lie to him. I'm not giving him any illusion. Like, I'm not making false promises or anything.
It just says that you you interfere with our plans, I guess is the only thing it would say.
All right, well, I will try to consort him. What is my position?
Risky.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to be it. Because there's the illusion of control, but we're not in control. What's the effect?
Standard.
Okay.
What's your intention?
To make him be more specific about what we've done and why they are working against us. That is a really shitty roll.
What's going on today? Like, you guys are rolling shit. I'm rolling like fire.
Yeah.
Like, that's the sound world.
4 is a partial.
4 is a success.
I know. It's just with 4 dice, I should have done better than that.
So that was consort?
Yes.
So you're trying to be friendly to it?
I mean, I am not trying to lie to it.
Yeah.
If you would suggest that command would be better, it'd be the same.
No.
But I am basically trying to convince him that talking to me could solve the problem better.
So you're like negotiating his freedom.
I'm just saying you should be talking to me about this, and we may be able to solve the problem. Because we obviously weren't aware that we're interfering. We don't necessarily want to interfere with your plans. So why don't we reach a business arrangement instead?
I'm trying to think of a way to mechanize what I want to do. So you want to find out a way to, like, a middle road between these things. You need to know more about their plans, and it's saying that they need the man and the boy. I think they just say. I think what they do is they will say, "We know what you did in the docks. Now we need the man and the boy to make it right." And
Jewel looks at Vale like she doesn't really know what happened in the docks.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Jewel.
And
And Seer wouldn't know either, technically.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Seer, do you want to have like a
Yeah, like it was just like
PC
fucked up
glance,
shit
like,
happened in the dock.
what did we do in the docks?
Vale, who's your best friend?
Probably Nerix.
Okay.
Wow,
As
didn't
a
even say
consequence,
Jewel.
the consort is you're
Cool.
no longer friends with Nerix. You can resist it, right?
Yeah, here's my question though, because I was gonna resist that. Since I'm consorting, I have special armor versus persuasion and suspicion. Can I spend
This
that?
is not. It isn't social.
Okay.
This is something magical
I mean, wouldn't that
or
also
supernatural.
wouldn't you resist that with resolve?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
saying
roll
you can resist
I'm-
it, but it's not a social resistance. Like, so the armor doesn't take effect there.
Great.
The armor's.
Yeah,
armor's
I'll
I'm
just-
sorry. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Kelsa. Yeah. No. This
Yeah,
is
we were on the
social
same
armor.
page.
Yeah, I know, but okay, sorry. All
I
right.
totally missed any mention of armor.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you just
Oh, that's a
both
super good
picked
question.
up on that, and
Yeah. It's the.
without ever saying it out loud.
So I take 2 stress, but we're still best friends.
Okay, you're still best friends, but you are you're so I guess that reduces that harm to being like there are. So you take 2 stress, and there are just some memories of Nerix you've just forgotten, like minor ones. They just aren't there anymore. That's equivalent to deducting a level 2 to level 1 harm. They don't matter. Like it's not matter. It doesn't matter, but as a whole, it absolutely matters. It's just that there might be like a birthday party you no longer remember.
Okay.
Mm.
And am I aware of this?
Yeah, it lets you aware of it, and it's like, let me go. Let me go, or I'll take more.
Yeah, and Jewel has no idea what just happened,
no.
and
He hasn't done anything. He's just sitting there, and he's like,
yeah,
let me
yeah,
go.
and it's just like looking at Vale, like hand on, like a knife, or maybe one of her pistols on her hip, some kind of weapon, and just like has that. Is it okay to hurt him yet?
Okay. Seer is going for it. Like he's just straight threatening Vale. He was like cursing in ancient tongues.
Yeah.
Like
And
this
Jill doesn't
needs
know
to
that
stop.
either.
His jaw is getting broken with the big old wrench right now.
All right, then I'm going to need you to make a resistance again. For
Me a resistance.
Yeah, immediately. You get a pang in your head, and like it like makes you kind of like white out for a second.
All right.
And it's as soon as you like make a move for him, you like and like you hear that like high like ringing sound, and your eyes go white, and then you like snap out of it, and you don't remember what you wanted to do. That's what you're resisting.
All right. Yeah, I'm totally resisting that. Fuck this guy. I don't have any bonus dice. Oh,
Nice.
Why did you steal my rolls? Paul, come on. Give them back.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're not affected.
it's my my thing for 2017 is I'm gonna get good at the role playing game.
Yeah.
Good, good.
So I want to know what makes you so mentally resistant. Is it? Do you know why? Should we just keep that a secret? Like, as in something like an open question of our game? Do you know why you would be resistant to this sort of like mental control? Is it something that like Senpai taught you? Is it something that like, or just being around them and like mental domination and things like that, and like knowing how to like stop things?
That's really interesting. Maybe
Or should we just leave that open?
I think we can leave it open.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, it doesn't work. Yeah, it just doesn't work
but like it doesn't work.
at all.
and
That thing takes
he's
a
like
fucking wrench to the face.
takes a wrench to the face. He wants to. Okay, so I'm thinking it's like speaking, right? Like casting spells and shit. You need to speak for it. So it's like to the like jaw, so he stops speaking. But if he gets knocked out completely, that's great too.
No.
So
That's
what
the
I'm
thing.
going
This thing
for.
isn't doing anything when it's casting these spells.
Well, not obviously,
Yeah, nothing
but
obvious.
you know,
Yeah.
I know about like magic shit a bit. He could be like sub-vocalizing. You don't know. Anyway, yeah. So wreck his face.
Yeah. Do it.
Here we go. I have some fine wrecking tools.
Don't worry, I muted the stream when I sneezed. Yeah. So you got some fine wrecking
What is my position and effect?
Yeah. So probably controlled standard.
All right.
Dude,
And if I have
chained
fine
up.
tools, it can go to great.
No, that's the reason why it's standard.
That's its standard. All right. Controlled, right? God, I'm not all there. Controlled standard, wreck. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Fucking
you got
look at
good.
You got good
Yeah.
at this game. Look at you. Look at Seer, everybody. You hit him. So like you hit him once, and it's like you just hit metal, like it just rings, and then you hit again and again, and it's like finally like cracking. Like you see his skin, kind of like, turn to like it's like chafing, like it's it's like cracked skin, like it's drying out, like every time you hit him. But like instead of like hitting flesh, it's like hitting like brick, or and it's like finally you're like chipping at it, and it's just like screaming, and you're hitting it, and now it's got like a bloody, its like mouth is bleeding, and like on the side of its face is like you just hit concrete, and it's like breaking, like fractured.
Like blood bleeding, or like
No, there's blood coming out of its
fluid
mouth.
bleeding.
No, there's like blood coming out of its mouth, but no, like it just looks like it's more cracked skin underneath, like it's made out of something like plaster or like concrete, like something very strong.
Interesting.
But you're like you heard it, right? Like you heard it, and it's like bleeding, like there's like blood coming off its mouth,
Right.
and it's like forked tongue like licks some of the blood back, and
Jesus.
yeah.
I think Jewel like looks at the dark blood and its forked tongue and like the slight bend of the wrench.
Yeah, your wrench is fucking bent, like after it. That's a good point. It's a fine wrench, but these guys, like, these are powerful. I feel like your wrench is kind of fucked up. I don't. Maybe it's not mechanical. It's just it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like you just, it's like you look at like when the time it's over, it's like was straight, and now it's just like bent over just from like hitting this thing so hard. It's like bent.
You got more.
Yeah. Sears looks like he might keep going. So I'll give you guys the opportunity to jump in.
I think that like Jewel takes a step back and she reaches into her coat pocket and she pulls out her electroplasm ammunition and she flips open one of her revolvers and is taking a moment to switch out her ammo right now.
All right.
And is still waiting for the okay from Vale. She's not going to make any moves, but this is very obvious that she's doing it.
Well, for everybody, you're the only person who hasn't done it yet. Before you do it, before you like commit an action against it, you will have to resist its like this immediate impulse to just forget doing it. You're muted.
You're muted, Kelsa.
Oh, whoops! I haven't actually committed to doing an action
I know.
against.
I'm informing you.
No. That's good. That's good.
I think while Seer is beating its face in, I stand up. I start to walk away. I kind of knock the chair over and just let it fall back because I'm not pleased. And I say, "Come get me when it's ready to talk." And then just the beating sound of it on its face and the clicking of my shoes as I go back up the stairs and let you guys handle it. And then I pause and I say, or clean up when you're done.
Oh shit. Oh, that sounded a lot like permission. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna, now that I've got my my electroplasmic ammunition, I think Jewel is going to just kneecap it before even anything further goes. She like gives a small up nod to Seer to take a step back, and she's just gonna put a bullet in its kneecap. And yes, I know this means I need to roll now, but I would like to say that I get a bonus from my Spirit Bane charm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that probably wards against any sort of possession or domination type things.
Oh, I wish I had known that. I have a Spirit Bane charm too.
I don't have a Spirit Bane charm. It's embedded in my face. I can't forget it. Let's do this. All right, I take 2 stress, but I managed to resist.
Yeah.
And then I put a bullet in its kneecap.
Yeah. So I think fictionally though, like, so you guys like have this like, you're like fighting this thing to remember all the time while you guys are doing it. Like, so it's not like costing you anything right now, but it's like you're like constantly being like, wait, no, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. And like reminding yourselves a lot of this, like what you're doing right now, except for Seer, because Seer somehow apparently is immune to it.
I feel like Jewel is like, the way that she's dealing with this is letting herself fall into her viciousness.
Yeah.
And it's just the part of her that
like
is struggling is like, don't hurt Seer, hurt this other guy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense of like a defensive way of looking at it. Yeah, so make your shot.
I mean,
I don't think if there's even a roll necessary. It was like what, like.
I mean, if
your
anything,
intention of shooting. What's your reason for shooting it? Just because you're vicious?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then you just do it. Like, it's not. You can't go anywhere. Right.
She gave me permission. I could hurt it now, and I really wanted to hurt it. I've wanted to hurt it for a long time, and now I can. Yeah. And then after I do that, I stop and think, how could shooting it have benefited me?
Yeah. So you shoot it, and it leaves a like a burning hole in its knee, like you can like see right through, and now it's like fizzling, like it's like what's the word? Subliming. It's sublimating.
Sublimating, yeah.
Like it's like its leg is not like burning. It's just like there's like air and like dust like just like pouring out of it as it like wails.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you are, but don't particularly plan on finding out. But
yeah,
if you're not going to sing, you might as well scream for me.
Yeah. And I think it's going to scream. And I think that when it screams, it
I mean, I wrecked its mouth pretty well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think you guys are going to need to shut it up or you're going to take some harm. Like, its mouth for good. Like, it's going to do some kind of, like, psychic scream thing. Not so far off from the thing that was
how interesting. So if I could maybe resist that with prowess and just have been beating on his face so he can't.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Resist it kind of for both of us, I suppose, but
I mean, resisting for someone else is totally a thing that's legit.
Yeah, the question, yeah.
Well,
I mean, the question we always have to ask when you have these scenes is like, who's actually in control?
Yeah.
And for a while I was gonna say the dude's that thing's in control, but I think this is like that where like the tide's gonna switch, and I think this is like its last effort of like losing control to you guys. So that's why I think you have to make one like the psychic resistance kind of thing, and then you guys basically have it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So, we just finish it then? Like, what's?
Oh, I need you guys
It's a roll.
make your resistance to its psychic.
Make a resistance.
Yeah.
Like, could I do it with prowess? Just like physically overwhelm him so he can't?
Yeah. you
Or
can
is that
physically
a
resist it.
resolve
No.
thing?
No, that's totally fine.
All right, here we go.
You and the
Oh, yeah.
sixes. Look at
Yeah,
you.
man, you are so good.
It's brilliant.
Today. Yeah. So you like scream back at it as you shut it up.
Yeah, and I like got it by the throat, and I have my bendy wrench. Like, I'm going to town. I like, and I'm like, why is Jewel shooting it in the knee? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Because that's incredibly painful. That's why. She's not going to shut it up. She's not going to kill it. She's going to cause it an immense amount of pain because she is vicious and she's been let off her leash.
Yeah, but that's going on. And then, I mean, Seer will batter it to death if he can.
I mean, are you gonna try to kill it right now?
Unless he starts stalking, yeah.
Yeah, no, it won't say anything else other than you're
then
interfering with
yeah.
its plans, and now it's like just wailing in pain.
Then yeah, I try to kill it.
Or you can try to like command it to talk to you, right? Like what I'm saying is like it's not gonna be like, okay, I'll tell you everything you need to know right now. Like now, now.
I mean, I think that like it starts wailing, and then like Seer starts bashing it a few more times, and then like Jewel is about to just let him murder it when she's like, wait, let's do a job here. And so she cocks her pistol again, which clearly has the ammo in it. And she gets really close to this thing's bloody face and says, you got two choices. I can let him finish the job, or can end it quick for you. That's, of course, if you're being uncooperative. If you want to help us out, well, I'm not going to say you're walking away from here because that knee is pretty nasty.
Yeah. No, it says, now this thing does say very fatalistically, just like, do it quick and I'll just return. Or we'll just return.
Ooh, that's interesting. Keep it alive and keep it tortured.
Yeah, like, oh, I want to do that now.
God, that's a very vicious thing, but that's a very dangerous thing if this is some kind of weird magic thing that we really don't control all that well.
This is definitely like one of those scenes from the movies where like she like very carefully like caresses its face, like what's left of its face, but with like the barrel of her gun.
How much are you guys interested in letting the Hive in on this? People who are interested.
I mean,
we don't know that they are interested.
We don't know that they're interested.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, you could let us, right? Like he could drop like that.
Or you could say that we
in the Hive.
But like that's the first I've heard of that.
Kelsa, if you want to interrogate
dramatic irony.
It's up to you.
All right, dramatic irony, so we all know, and then you guys can kind of figure out maybe in play why this is happening, or like maybe you just don't. It's interesting. I want the secret in the open. This is an unseen.
I was wondering,
and that's why I can like forget things and stuff.
When you started having him play with my memory, I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because this has happened before to me, to Vale.
Yeah.
And I think maybe when she goes to leave, that kind of sticks in her head. And so rather than just kind of wait, I gotta find his name.
See, you guys,
we
sucks.
have a contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks. You guys rolled so well, but I could have been like, okay, and now you took that stress and you go right back to having that thought again of wanting to hurt this thing. And then, or like, you go up the stairs and you're like, wait, what's down there? Like, you just forget.
No.
You guys roll too well. So
So
no fun for
definitely,
old Eric over here.
I feel like
You guys earned it, though.
Joel's been trying to intimidate him.
I go to Miguel, and I want to tell him what we have in the basement.
Yeah, let's cut over to that. Well,
Yeah.
I think I think this needs to come to a resolve. Either it lives or it dies, and it like Seer is this close. If you want to interrogate it, then you have to stop him from killing it, because he will.
Okay. Let me find what's their name.
Miguel?
Deirdre, right? Well, it's Miguel. Is your like?
Oh, yeah, we have
Deirdre's,
Deirdre,
the
who is
the
our
boss.
drug pusher. And then we have Miguel, who's the spy, who's kind of like...
but he hangs out
Yeah, he's
around
like your
us.
closer contact. Yeah.
Yeah, so I go to him first, because he's the one who's
Of course,
keeping
yeah.
an eye on us.
Yeah. So Miguel, he's like, I gotta get Deirdre. That's what I'm saying. And then
I tell him that we'll be at the 10-penny court and to meet us there promptly.
yeah.
And then I have...
So you probably then keep this thing in the basement, whatever.
Yeah, I think so Jewel will stop Seer from killing it, but she's gonna stay there with it until this is over.
Smash. Then we're gonna smash cut to Deirdre. Basically being like, I don't know what you guys did. I don't know how you got this thing. And she just kind of like opens up a checkbook. It's like, how much for it?
Interesting.
Seer is gone. Like he doesn't want to be close to this thing if it's being held. So
Yeah, like
you can decide.
no, like you're the first people, like, and she's like immediately like sketching it and stuff, being like, you're the only people who have met this thing and seen, like, have ever been able to catch one of these. Besides the spirit wardens, but we're not friends with them. And it's like, this is remarkable. How much?
So I'm not interested in personally naming a price, so I'm gonna like throw that back over to you, Eric. Like, what would be?
Jewel is a bounty hunter hound, right? Like,
this
she
thing
might
is.
know.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is. I mean, you caught the uncatchable.
Right.
The Hive will pay. Here's a question for you. The Hive are gonna take this from you, but they're willing to pay you for it. So I think this is probably. I don't think it's unreasonable to say this is probably worth anywhere between like 14 coin. Like, straight up. I feel like the price of a captured unseen.
Can we bump that to 15 so it's an even split?
You want to ask for 15? And
I mean, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I have lots of memories on
say
this.
15. Yeah. No, it's like done. It's like, and so it was. And she like writes you a promissory note, like, immediately. Basically a check.
Okay.
Just be like, take it to someone. I'm sure we probably maybe mentioned something like, maybe his name's like Oslo or something like that in the night market. Like a Hive connection, and they'll immediately it's basically, I imagine the Hive have their own money, or like they like have a way of like promissory notes of as a normal thing. Like, this is normal.
Okay.
For dealing with.
I mean, the Hive has a lot of legitimate businesses going on.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I feel that.
So they don't carry around a lot of money. It's more promises, because it's like it's probably gonna make its way back to the Hive anyways. So it's just a way of accounting.
But if they wanted to, they could pull it.
Yeah, exactly. They could pull it if they wanted to. Exactly. So that's why they write notes. So essentially, they have their secondary currency that gets sold, like almost like not bonds, but
I think while she's filling that out, I casually mentioned that we're like holding our prize fight here, but they're targeting our fighter, and it's problematic.
I don't think she understands or really cares. I think she's like really excited that you caught this thing.
Okay.
Being like, well, I mean, we'll have to figure that out. But like, we have so many questions, right? Like, you have no idea. Like, this could be the key to taking down their empire. right? Because they kind of like run the criminal stuff, right?
Well, don't forget us.
Um,
We may be able to get more.
so that's a big deal.
Okay.
So you guys, so then otherwise they're gonna take this guy away, like in like they're gonna keep him in the webbing and stuff, right? And yeah, and so basically he's no longer be in your basement. They're not gonna tell you where they're taking him or anything like that. He's just property of the hive now, and you guys are 15 coin richer.
That's okay, Eric. We forgot where he was going anyway.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's a huge.
I'm gonna put all
huge
5 of
return.
my coin into my.
You deserve it because you just basically captured a fucking tier 4 dude. And you guys like
Get it, fam.
you rolled extremely well. I didn't really communicate the stakes here that much, but there were a lot of times where it's like, well, we're gonna start at level 3 harm. Like we're gonna start at you're starting with the plan of I'm gonna bait this dude into a trap. Like I was gonna like it was desperate because if you had failed, it would have just like raised its hands and would have been like, okay, you're taking like level 3 pain throughout your whole body by just raising its hand from any distance. Like that's the level of things this thing can do. This thing's just basically like a super wizard, and you caught it.
We got super
You
lucky.
got super lucky, and you got handsomely rewarded for it though. So like, great work.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's why it's also doing a lot of like fuckery with you and making you have to do a lot of like saves because this thing fucks with you.
No, that's
So
fair.
hopefully-
That's really
yeah.
fair.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm putting one of my coin in the crew hold. So there's some there too.
you are now at war with the unseen.
Who?
That might be a problem.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
yeah.
But you are also now best friends with the hive.
Awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was like part of the deal of becoming best friends of the hive was getting to war with.
Yeah, because they're at war, so.
Yeah. So it all lines up.
Now you're no longer like innocent bystanders, right? You are. Because
In the thick of it.
We're
they
in it
have
to win
some,
it.
they have some kind of like respect. Yeah. You're gonna be in it. We're gonna learn all about it in the next couple episodes, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah. So that 15 coin. See, the question though here is, this is like a sidetrack from your original idea. So like we haven't actually even had the fight yet. So
Maybe we just find a different fighter.
Yeah, like with that coin, we can just buy one, right?
okay,
That's true.
yeah.
Like, I wanted to help this guy, but he's
He didn't want our help, you know?
and he didn't want our help. That's true. He's like, you guys don't have to do this.
He was
So let's just not.
well, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, we're so
Sorry, this guy's kid.
He's too nice and stoic to ask for help.
I mean, there wasn't much we could do anyway.
It's
we're
true.
merchants.
Well, maybe you can figure out why he was getting taken is a question. So you earned 4 rep, essentially.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, that was the target. You don't really earn any coin though, because you kind of just earn your coin. Paying that guy. That was 15. Like, it's a treasure trove.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think 3 heat. No, 4 heat because of the Devil's Bargain.
Yeah.
So you're at 4 heat. That was a nice little mini. Well, and then let's see how much money you make from the actual fight, though.
Okay.
Because then you'll actually have your fight. because you did actually put all this work in for a fight.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 2d8 and take the highest one. I think that's pretty reasonable for a fight. Anyone disagree? Anyone
I'm
argue
okay
something
with that.
separately?
I'm all right with that.
5 coin.
Okay, so we give 1 coin to our fighter that we found. and
Yeah, they probably want about the same deal.
And then we get 4 coin between the 3 of us, and maybe 1 each, and then 1 into the crew.
Sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Shoot, dudes, you guys made a lot of money today.
Yeah, we made like 19 coin today.
That's it's a little bit.
I have 2.5 of my stash filled up.
I have
Holy
2
shit.
and a little. I only have 1 and more than. How much did we just get off this this last part here?
So we each got 5, and then we got another 1.
Okay, I'll put that other one in my coin.
But every time we take a downtime, we do a downtime phase, I get 2 stash.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, okay. Makes sense. Okay. I feel like the hive's gonna have something to ask you.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Okay. Shit. Okay. We've done all of the pay off the heat. Just did the entanglement for later. So you guys just fucking bankrolled. How are we doing on stress?
I could use some downtime, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Well,
I want to go buy a new mask. I have all this money now. I gotta get a fancy new mask.
All right. Well, you guys only get 1 downtime action for free at war.
That's okay. Me and Costa are gonna go talk to Chef Rosalind Roselle
Yeah.
about maybe having our next job be for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go talk to her, and she doesn't remember you.
Well, that's easy because now you don't have to do her a favor anymore.
Do her a favor. It's fine. There's still a problem.
I mean, you can still eat there. She doesn't remember it.
Oh
I
yeah, you
will.
can eat there. It's fine. Yeah, you're just like any other customer, though.
But I'm still gonna come back and tell Vale that we have a problem.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna learn that when I go mask shopping, and
Yep.
Zamira doesn't know who I am.
Yeah, your purveyors don't remember you.
Definitely a problem. Yeah. So
Really passive aggressive evil villains.
are we gonna take a final break here?
No, I think we're probably just gonna wrap up soon. So I think we're just
Okay,
gonna...
that's fair.
Okay.
All right. Should we just roll to indulge vice?
Are we all just indulging vice today?
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, I'm probably gonna spend coin to do another downtime action as well, but I'm definitely gonna indulge my
Okay,
vice.
let's just all indulge our vices then. Sir, you're
Alright.
indulging, right?
Yes, but I don't know if I want to change my vice because we talked about it last time. A month ago almost.
Can I take yours with me? Does she still remember me?
No, she doesn't remember you, but
So what
oh wait,
is
Nerix?
Yeah, Nerix.
Oh yeah, no, you can take Nerix. Yeah. we already
Okay,
said that.
I wasn't sure how much of the people don't remember you. Like, do I remember Jewel? Like, what's
Yeah. Sorry, no, that's
Okay. Clear 5 stress.
nice. Sorry, I thought my dog was dreaming and barking.
Aw.
Your dog is too cute. That's
I love little doggy dreams.
Mhm. Your dog is too adorable, Eric. It's
There's
true.
no doubt.
So yeah, let's see here. Where did my vice button pop-up go? So I am going out with Costa. Costa better remember me, or I'm just gonna go on a murder rampage.
Yeah, I mean, Costa remembers you.
Okay, I get to reduce by 4 stress.
So yeah, I currently have my stupor vice, but we talked about changing it to obligation to Hobbs, aka Vampire Senpai.
Oh, that's right. I don't think it's a change. I just think it's an additional vice.
An additional vice.
If you wanted to. Yeah.
All right. Does that mean I can just indulge either one? Does it mean I have to indulge both?
Yeah, no, you can either's fine.
Okay. So I'll write that down. I indulge vice. We see the fight going on. Like we see obviously Jewel like boxing some guy who we don't really see because we never really cared about that part. And and Sear's in like a skybox, and he's with Vampire Senpai. With Hobbs, and I think I want to replace it because Sear made like that promise that no, you can bite me, but then he's also a drug addict. So Vampire Senpai is like, no, you have to get clean.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I didn't think of that. Okay.
I like
So let's
play one
replace
vice off the other.
And yeah, like we watch a
you know
fight.
what?
We have like a friendly bet for like a couple of slugs of who's gonna win.
You know what? I think Hobbs is actually kind of like, yeah, like honey, like you have no idea what you got yourself into. And it's kind of like warning you about
About the unseen?
Yeah. And I think they're gonna warn you a lot about the unseen, and we're gonna need to do some training, is like what she says. I have some other things I need to teach you.
Yeah, and Sear says, "Tell me about them," and then it.
Because she
think
pulls your cheeks like, we gotta protect that adorable little head of yours.
Come on, not in public. No.
She has no shame.
But
They
yeah,
have shame.
but like yeah, he's like, whoa, tell me about this, because that was like super fucked up in that basement.
Well, I didn't know this was a problem till now.
Yeah, right. All right. For bonus vice, because it's like if you do it with someone, but if the obligation is with someone, it doesn't really count. I feel like, because that's cheap as hell.
Oh,
So
no.
Yeah. Hey, so 5.
Yeah, 5.
Because I'm rolling like a boss.
You are. Like, good job.
Yeah, if there was like an MVP award, you might be getting it this week, dude.
I would say yeah.
All right. Cool.
So I want to reduce heat.
I'm gonna spend a coin to reduce the heat.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to take it from the crew thing. I'm going to do what I always do, which is convince people that we were not involved in anything shady at all by swaying them. But that's just an attribute roll. Yes.
Yes, I believe so. That's right.
Okay, sway.
Yeah. You
get to roll 4 dice. I crit.
Nice.
So we have
So
no
it
heat.
clears 5 heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0, no
We didn't
heat.
even have 5 heat. We technically with that roll reduced 6 heat because of our high society
Oh
connections.
shit.
Nice. We don't get anything for over clearing heat, though, unfortunately.
That's a shame. Do I get anything for critting? No, that's just okay. Okay. Well, all right. That's it for me then.
I don't think I'm going to do any additional downtime actions here. But there's definitely that moment after Jewel gets back from the Golden Plum where she goes into Vale's office. And it's like, Vale, we have a problem.
I'm aware.
My favorite chef at the Golden Plum doesn't remember who I am. It's a bonus that she doesn't remember that I owe her a favor, but it's definitely a problem.
I don't know if you're aware what happened in that basement. I've forgotten things. It let me know that I had forgotten. I think we both know, at least have some inkling of what's going on here. And this isn't the first time that it's happened to me where I feel like I've forgotten something.
That's a problem.
This problem.
Oh, if they weren't so damn tricky, I'd say we take them out. It sounds like a puzzle. We need to find out where they're at. I'm going to see if I can get the girls to maybe get their ears to the ground. See if we can find out who's forgetting things. Subtly, of course.
Be as careful as possible. You saw just what it took to even silence that thing. This isn't going to be like the billhooks.
I could have killed it, but I think your resolution is better.
But the Hive wanted it. Perhaps the Hive can help us in this. I'm quite pleased with our contributions. And they have more influence and power than we do.
Man, Seer would lean the other way, maybe seeing that like, you know, we're at war and things are rough and like, and it's like because it's with the unseen, it's probably like not for any obvious reason, but things are just like crappier all around. But he's like, you know, he's like, I think we have to cut ties with the Hive.
I think that's stupid. I don't think that will solve our problem. I think if we cut ties with the Hive, then we make an enemy of the Hive and the Hive's enemies. We need friends until we are strong enough to handle our problems on our own. And right now, we are not.
It's a long time. Sometimes it's easier to cut the limb than to heal it.
I understand your concern. I don't think that crippling us right now is the best thing to do. Let's see how this plays out.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I won't.
Oh. That was nice. Cool. So, think that's where we'll wrap up then. Let's do some experience.
Oh yeah.
Let's start with crew XP because we like to forget that. Big sale or territory control operation. We sold a lot of tickets.
Yeah, that's true. You did execute a big sale. I would say that.
Yes. Contend with challenges above our
Yes.
current station.
2 XP for that.
All right, that takes us up.
Yeah.
Do we bolster our ambitious reputation?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I think
yes.
the hive fucking loves you right now. You guys are basically gonna be the subject matter experts. Like we're gonna like start next week with them like basically like, okay, so you kind of you probably have told, like, will you tell the hive, like, if they ask you any questions like how'd you capture this guy, what'd you do, all these kind of things.
It's up to you guys. I wasn't involved in that.
Because they're gonna want to know all as much as they can.
For the moment, yeah.
It's really terrible. We hand him over and they just forget everything. It's weird. And the guy gets
Okay.
away and then we're really sad.
Well, I mean, I think that I asked that because that might change what their reputation is, like, of you. But
Yeah, so that's
you're still getting experience. It's just I'm wondering.
so I think if we cut ties then we wouldn't, but since we're staying the course of we keep them as friends,
5 experience.
we're totally gonna tell them.
I think,
Whoa.
because you guys got all of them,
Nice.
And then
and the challenges above your stations were 2 this week. Because you guys are fucking nuts.
express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I would say yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So a 5er.
All right, so we did tick that up. So we'll have to figure out what we want to do for our next crew upgrades.
Yes.
I know we talked about with Atto, you wanted maybe personal training, maybe weapons if we're at war. I don't know.
That's a cool idea. Well, perhaps we can talk about it next time, what exactly it is. But I also can definitely imagine it's probably like the hive, like helping you, like helping you supply
sure.
with like good shit, whatever it is, right? Nice. Sorry, I like the past hour. It's feeling like I'm losing my voice now all of a sudden,
Oh gosh.
Please don't get sick.
and I hope I'm not getting sick.
It's my germs.
No.
Oh no!
I was so sick last week, so it's only fair.
No.
So
I really
do
hope
we
not.
want to save figuring out what our upgrade is, like, and do it over Discord, or do we want to talk about it now?
No, we can figure it out over Discord, and then we'll just
Yeah, let's
discuss
do
it
that.
and
Let's
start.
I'll
take
make a note.
XP for everybody
And then
else.
the last thing, let's just do our personal experience.
Sure.
I'll start. Jewel, did I address a tough challenge with violence or tracking? I did both of those things. Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? I want to say yes multiple times. And did I struggle with issues from my vice or trauma? Yes. I definitely struggled with being vicious. I don't know if I did it multiple times because it was all kind of in one scene, but I definitely think I did.
Sounds right. Is that it?
I think so.
All right.
I can't think of anything else that you didn't cover. So
I got one desperate and resolve already. Did I address the challenge with technical skill or destruction? That second one.
You destructed a guy's face.
Yeah. My beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. The academic background came a bit up. My belief that first was I can trust Jules' lead has been changed to I can't trust anyone's lead and I should lead.
Ooh.
Which I think I did like starting wailing on that guy because I think it was going really terribly wrong, just letting him speak and
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
toy
no,
with
you
us.
did it right. You absolutely did it right. Good job. Great work there.
Yeah. So that's 3. Struggle with issues of vice or trauma. Like so softly. I should maybe play into it more. The paranoid thing where, like I could have avoided it, but like I don't know, not
Didn't
really.
really come up.
The vice, like I just replaced one, so I didn't really struggle with it yet.
No.
So I think 3 XP for the moment.
Okay, that's a shame. 'Cause you did roll
Hey,
straight up.
hey, I like did a lot of stuff.
Desperate? Did you mark that desperate shit?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Excellent.
Okay, 0 desperate. Definitely address challenges with deception or influence multiple times. Definitely express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background multiple times, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Acting like the leader, making the decisions, and trying to make an ally with this thing, even as it was fucking with my head, I would say. So, and then I have no traumas, and I didn't struggle with my vice, so I think just 4. And I'm going to put all of those into my playbook and level up my playbook. And
you take. What are you going to take now?
I'm looking either calculating or connected.
Ooh! I get one too.
During downtime, you can give yourself or another member 1 extra downtime action, or connected during downtime, you get a +1 result level when you acquire. Oh wow!
They're both really good.
The thing is, and I feel like we're probably going to be needing assets and info more than we're going to be needing an extra action right now.
Depends. How long are we going to be at war with these guys?
I feel like this is not going to go away super easily. So I'm going to, because we've got the cash that we can buy. I can buy extra downtime actions. I can take it out of my stash if I have to. I have a lot saved up. Oh, which reminds me, end of downtime phase. I get 2 more stash. So I'm going to take that. So I think I'm going to go with connected.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a playbook advance. Maybe as a foreshadowing of this move, I think I'll get focused from the Hound playbook, where I get special armor versus mental effects, like fear, confusing, and making you forget stuff.
Nice.
That's awesome.
The only advance I got was in Resolve, where I've taken 1 point in Consort.
Nice. I will update your character sheet. Cool.
I haven't improved my stats in a long time. I've been focusing on all these spider moves that I want.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
You're running out of spider moves that you can take.
Wow.
I know.
Blades in the dark, everybody.
Blades!
Wow. That was a cool session.
That was cool.
I liked it. So, let's do some outros. Liefington.
Yeah, thanks for watching. It's great to be back. Luckily, I survived it in real life and in game. I'm really looking forward to getting back to normal here after vacation, which is always fun. But I have like a crap ton of stuff to catch up to. So you'll probably won't see me much anywhere except for catching up. So see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week, dude. Kelsa.
Hello. As you may know, I'm Kelsa, and I do things on the internet, mostly play role-playing games. You can follow me on Twitch at Kelsa Delphi. You can follow me on Twitter at Kelsa. And I am on 6 shows a week. Immediately following this show, well, about an hour following this show, I'm going to be over on AP Gaming Reels channel for Crumblood the Sprawl, which is a game of the Sprawl, which is cyberpunk dystopia, where I play an AI in a very humanoid chassis, and we deal with weird future bullshit. Then on Mondays, I am a GM of Blades in the Dark over on Tuxter Thomas's channel. On Wednesdays, I'm playing in a game of Burning Wheel set in the King Killer Chronicles universe by Patrick Rothfuss. We've hacked Burning Wheel to make it the magic line up a little bit better. It's pretty interesting and a little weird. Thursdays, I'm over on Misclicks playing in a game of Apocalypse World, and that is a lot of fun. And on Fridays, normally we play as adorable mice, having adorable mice adventures in Mouse Guard. Although yesterday we played Moto Bushido, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Once we figured out how it worked and we got a little bit into the flow of it, it works really well. It was a lot of fun. So.
Oh, that's great. That's so awesome. Cool. Asteyni.
Hi everyone, I'm Asteyni. When I'm not here playing Blades in the Dark, I do a board game show on Sundays called Sundays Game Night on my own channel. So you should follow me at twitch.tv/Asteyni or twitter.com/Asteyni for more info on that. And tomorrow night we're going to be playing 2 games actually. We're going to start off with some Exploding Kittens and then we're going to go into Snake Oil. So that should be fun.
Ooh, what's Snake Oil?
It's like a game where someone, well, obviously it's a game, duh, where someone plays like a client and like that kind of circles around the table and they're like different jobs or whatever. Like someone might be like, I'm the president, what are you going to sell me? And you have cards in your hand that have like different nouns or whatever on them. And you have to put them together to make a snake oil product that you're trying to sell them. And yeah.
Convince them to buy your product.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. That's cute. That sounds like a fun game.
I haven't played it yet, but it looks fun.
Yeah, it sounds fun. So, it's wonderful.
So that's me. Follow me on the things.
Yeah, all the things. Cool. And I'm Eric Vogaris on the internet. On Saturdays, you can find me over at Silent Osiris's channel in the mornings for some King Arthur Pendragon, and then 2 hours later, you can find me here at Eric Vogaris playing Blades in the Dark. On Sundays, I normally play a game of Burning Wheel called Burning Crowns, which is kind of like a dramatic retelling of a Paizo adventure path using Burning Wheel, which is a lot of fun. We're not having it this week either because of players are missing, because scheduling stuff, which sucks, but we'll get there. And then, let's see. We're gonna return, like Once Upon a Game's gonna return next Friday. And what else am I doing this week? Oh yeah, it's a busy week because I'm gonna have my first kind of like session 0 of an IRL Star Wars game, and I'm gonna blog about it and talk about setting up a game in real life again, and remembering how to do stuff in real life after playing online so much. So it's gonna be fun.
How to interact with people face to face? It's weird.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk about a couple of things that I have. Some ideas I have about creating like worlds together, kind of stuff, and like using a game to do that, or parts of a game to do that, that kind of stuff. So I'm interested in doing all those kinds of things. You can check that out at ericvogaris.com next week when I do it. So yeah, that's it. That's it for us today. Have a great rest of your days. I'm out of here.
Bye.